Damn, what's going on, Stanwell holders? So, an owner of a Missouri towing company was sentenced to prison for 2 years because he violated the Clean Air Act. And pretty much what he did was he was deleting the emissions on his tow trucks. So, the owner's name is Dennis Cleveland, and he was sentenced to 2 years in federal prison with no parole, and he had to pay a fine of $255,000. And for anyone who's wondering why would someone delete the emission controls on their vehicles, because what it does is reduce the high costs associated with maintaining your vehicle. What happened is, as time has gone by, what the government has done, they've put in certain laws that require the manufacturers of these vehicles to put in certain components that will reduce the pollution that's going into the air. So what a lot of people like to do is they like to replace those things so that they can reduce the cost. As a business owner, that just makes sense, right? Now, this owner has been doing this since 2011, right? And the law enforcement contacted him in 2022, but he continued to use the vehicles anyway. And even when he entered a guilty plea, he continued to use the vehicles, and that caused him to be revoked for bond in July 2023. Now, the only thing I want to say was there's a lot of truck drivers, a lot of owners of trucking companies that like to do these things because it cuts costs. And I understand, because how can you purchase a vehicle? You own the vehicle, but you're told what you can and cannot do with your vehicle. Do you really own it at that point? It's just like, even buying a property. When you buy some properties, you live in certain cities, they tell you what you can and cannot do with that property. And it makes you really question, do you really own these things or not? Now, I'm not here to get into that. My biggest thing is to let you guys know, be very careful, all right? Because these guys are becoming more serious with these Clean Air Act, these different things that they're trying to produce, and even with them, making it law that they're not going to sell certain vehicles by 2030 and things like that. They're taking it very serious. So be careful, don't get fined or go to jail. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.